Davies, in an unbelievable fashion, wins his second career Monaco Grand Prix. Luke Davies takes it again in star-studded and dramatic fashion.
Maybe it's my own fault. Maybe I led you to believe my highlights started on the podium and not in practice.
The legend Rosenberg is a four-time champion of the world.
Maybe I made you think that every race I did, I won.
2 litres in the tank for legend Rosenberg, rounding through the final corner. Does the greatest to ever do it, but if he doesn't, Scott and David steals it at the yard of bricks.
Maybe it's my fault that you think I'm unbeatable. Maybe I led you to believe that championships were given to me and not something I worked for every single day. Maybe I destroyed the league, or maybe you're just making excuses. Maybe you can beat me. Come and try.
And a big good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome along to the Season 13 Formula Virtual Racing Draft. Yes, it's me in my other room once again to bring you the lineups for this season. Well, I tell you what, last season was thoroughly enjoyable. We had a great time here in the stream, and I imagine we're going to have something similar here tonight. Make sure you continue to get your thoughts in. We'll be coming to you in the stream chat throughout the evening, and we can get your thoughts on all the draft picks live from... Okay, yeah, we can get all the picks live, or all the thoughts live from you at home. If you're not sure how this works, basically, throughout the past couple of weeks, I have been gathering the draft selections of each driver, whether it be their driver from 1 to 10, or their team from 1 to 10. There is 2 splits, split 1 and split 2. Split 1 are traditionally your better drivers, quicker, or maybe they've better attendance or something like that. It is not traditionally on pace. Split 2 would be sort of your rookies and your newcomers. How we changed it for last season, and how it works for this season as well. The split 2 driver is the one who selects the teammate, and the split 1 driver is the one who selects a team. Nobody in the league, other than myself, knows of any of these picks, any teammates, any drivers, or even the order that the picks are going to be in. That's something new as well. We'll be going live to our new FVR draft lottery machine to see the picks. You'll understand what I mean in a minute. That's what makes it brilliant, and that is what makes it absolutely fabulous. It is tension from moment 1 to the end to decide who is going to be racing around these tracks. Now, we revealed the calendar last season on stream. We've already revealed the calendar, but here's a reminder of it. If you didn't quite catch it on any of our social media channels, it'll start this Saturday at 8 o'clock BST, British Summer Time. That is 9 o'clock in the Netherlands, Belgium, 10 o'clock in some other European states, and whatever it is in America. We will head to Stavelot. We'll head to the Ardennes Forest for the Circuit Spa-Francorchamps. Then we'll head to Monza, the Italian Grand Prix, returning for the second round. It's usually a second round track here in Formula Virtual Racing. We like to see it in the second round. Then we will head to Saudi Arabia, the Jeddah Corniche circuit, where Luke Davies wrapped up his first driver's title, where we had the top 3 separated last season by a very minuscule margin. Then we do head to Sao Paulo, Brazil, for the Brazilian Grand Prix in round number 4. Then it's my favourite track in Monaco. I love Monaco. Some people hate Monaco. I love Monaco. It's always a great race in FVR. Been on the calendar all but one season. Then we head to Albert Park, Australia. Was the season opener last season, but does return here. Then we head to the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami for the Miami Grand Prix, the only Americas round this season. Then it's off to Silverstone, home of Formula 1, home of the British Grand Prix for round number 8, home of Luke Davies and some of our other British drivers. Then it's the Austrian Grand Prix for round number 9. Abu Dhabi is round number 10 then, rounding off the season in Yas Marina. Just a 10-round season, one of the shortest in FVR history, the second shortest in FVR history, but It is bound to be an absolute cracker. But who will be racing in what cars then? I think it's about time we get straight into the swing of things. We get straight into the FVR draft. The first thing we're going to be revealing is the order of selection. These are the 10 drivers who are making the picks. The order in which they're allowed to select is randomly seeded. To make it fair, it is complete and utterly random. The drivers themselves don't know who is selecting where. We're going to hand it over to our very new FVR draft lottery machine that will spit out the picks and decide who will be selecting when.
Commencing draft proceedings. Organizing lottery picks. Watching Liam Hoosman spin compilations. God, he sucks. Programming order. Picking placements. Machine ready. Pick number 10 goes to Jutin Panguru. Pick number 9 goes to Clara Sechel. Pick number 8 goes to Tim Wentink. Pick number 7 goes to Daniel Hodgland. Pick number 6 goes to Julius Gassner. Pick number 5 goes to Adrian Tyke. Pick number 4 goes to Nils Hartle. Pick number 3 goes to Jake Marsh. Pick number 2 goes to Maurice Stumer. Pick number 1 goes to Sam Fate.
So there it is, your order of selection. Sam Fate being blessed with the first pick in this year's FVR draft. Let's see some chat reaction on that one. Yathan Panguru not too happy with where he has been placed. That is, sucks to suck, I suppose, as Lewis McWilliam would say. He's our pick 6. No, pick 6, not a bad pick. Pick 6 is where Legend Rosenberg was selected last season. He managed to fall to the 6th pick. So that is, it still could be lucky for Julius Gassner, I should say. Nice to see you all liked my little Liam Houseman joke put in there. I had so much fun making that today. But I think it's about time we get underway then, shall we? The FVR Season 13 draft, the main sort of moment, I suppose, before the season. It's the main thing in build-up. A draft pick is in when you hear this sound. Yeah, I didn't use the NBA one. I decided to use the F1 Team Radio sound because you literally hated the NBA one last season. So when this sounds, you know the pick is in. And that, of course, means that the first pick of this season is in. Very important moment here for Sam Fate. Who will he select? Well, with the first pick in the Season 13 FVR draft, Sam Tate selects for Scuderia Ferrari, and from the Netherlands, it is 4-time champion of the world, Legend Rosenberg, who will be taking his talents to Scuderia Ferrari for the new season. Never raced for Ferrari as Legend. He has raced for many other teams, winning 4 titles in his way, but he will be the man to lead the Scuderia for the new season. Himself and Sam Fate teaming up to do so. Let's see how you guys are finding that. As it is Sam Fate actually, not Sam Tate. Don't know if there was a typo there or not, but yes, everyone happy with the new sound. But yes, it was a Legend Rosenberg first round pick. Him falling to the 6th pick last season, I think, was because nobody understood how the draft process worked. So everybody put him down the list because they assumed someone else selected. And yeah, That's how it worked out. But yeah, it is Legend Rosenberg for Scuderia Ferrari is the first pick of the FVR Draft Legends. First time being the first pick since we changed to the new model. So great to see there. And oh, is that sound again? It is. That means the second pick is in. We're going to keep motoring here, folks. And the second pick of the FVR Draft for Season 13, remember the order, it is Morris Stumer who selects. So Morris Stumer selects with the second pick in the FVR Draft for Visa Carshap Red Bull Racing, and from the Netherlands, Liam Houseman is second pick in this year's FVR Draft. Liam Houseman, a man who has 2 Formula Virtual Racing wins, a career illustrious is up to your own interpretations, but it is a second place pick for Liam Houseman, as Luke Davies would say it. Very good clip from the season finale. If you don't know, now you know. We didn't have any special jingle for Liam Houseman because I don't think Kyle Albert's watching this year, so I wasn't sent it. But Liam Houseman, the second pick in the FVR Draft, he'll be joining Morris Stumer. It's a German-Dutch lineup there for the new team in Formula 1, of course, rebranding from AlphaTauri. It'll be the first season in quite some time with no Tyler Davison in the AlphaTauri, so that'll be very interesting to do so. Let's see how you guys find that one. I'm sure this is very civil. Yeah, we give Liam a bit of a tough time. It was Luke Davies once upon a time. Now it's Liam Houseman who is getting all the digs. But we move onwards and we move upwards as we go to the third pick in the FVR Draft. Remember from our FVR Draft lottery machine that it was Jake Marsh who was given the third pick in this year's draft. Jake returning to Formula Virtual Racing because he is bringing his sim rigs to university. That's the genuine reason. That's not me just coming up with some script like I usually do. That is the genuine reason. So with the third pick in the Season 13 Formula Virtual Racing Draft, Jake Marsh selects for Mercedes, and from Turkey, it is Can Dolger who will be joining Jake Marsh for Season 13. A great pick from Jake, I think, will go a long way that lineup, and absolutely has the talent to do so. A very, very good pick indeed. Can Dolger has won an FVR Constructors' Championship, of course. He won that alongside Luke Davies in McLaren. So another non-British team that's based in England will be seeing Can Dolger joining them. Can, of course, with a few podium finishes last season in Season 12, including that one at Saudi Arabia that we mentioned earlier. So a great pick there from Jake upon his return. And he will be selecting Can Dolger. They've both raced together many a time before. So it is a pick that is well worth watching. I think that Mercedes lineup is going to be very good. We continue on then. So, and if you remember from the draft lottery, Nils Hartel was gifted the fourth pick in this year's FVR draft. Nils, a driver who has featured since the 8th season in Formula Virtual Racing. Just a thing to remember, Nils does actually have a 2-race suspension for the start of the next season. So he will not feature in those first 2 rounds. I won't feature in one of them either, Nils, don't worry. But he will not feature in them. So it will be a stand-in driver for the opening 2 rounds for this team. But still a very important moment for Nils Hartel. And with the fourth pick in the Season 13 Formula Yes, with the fourth pick. Sorry, I thought I went wrong there. With the fourth pick in the Season 13 FVR Draft, Nils Hartel selects for McLaren double world champion Luke Davies, who will return to the McLaren team that he so badly loves. The McLaren team that he has raced for well over the majority of his career. He is statistically the most successful McLaren driver, winning 2 World Championships. Legend only won the 1. So Luke will return to that McLaren team alongside the German of Nils Hartel. So that's a very intriguing lineup indeed. Let's have a look at some of the chat reaction. Tim saying that's a great pick. Can is looking forward to it. As that is Luke saying Yahoo, and that is a great pick there from Nils, I think. And Nils is looking forward to the challenge. Luke is a McLaren merchant, we're hearing as well. Well, that's an intriguing choice, I think. I think the jingle just played again. So we may as well move on. And we will now head to the 5th pick in the draft. You remember from our draft lottery that it was Adrian Tishy who received the next pick for the Canadian driver, one of the most experienced drivers to ever grace this league. Adrian Tishy will now select his choice. And with the 5th pick in the FVR Season 13 draft, Adrian Tishy selects for Williams Racing, and from the Netherlands, Tim Den Heijer will be joining Adrian for the Williams Racing team. That is Tim Den Heijer, who narrowly lost out on an FVR win in that famous Abu Dhabi race in Season 11, the famous season finale. And Tim, who also won Driver of the Day and scored a podium for his Valuta Racing team in the 4 Hours of Le Mans. Tim, a driver to watch. Tim, a very quick driver indeed, and one who could be a very good teammate for Adrian, I think. I think it's a solid pick. Let's see, does Tim have anything to say about it in the stream chat? Let's go, says Tim Den Heijer. Adrian, my God, he's looking forward to this. He is looking forward to the challenge. Right then, let's continue on with the next pick in the FVR draft. This one, of course, going to Julius Gassner, the man who has had more FVR podium interviews than he has had podiums, but certainly likes an interview, does Julius. The only reason he's not doing one tonight is because the Euros and because it's a busy evening for people, and it's also a Monday. It's too early in the week for me to deal with him. But Julius Gassner, the German driver with the next pick in the FVR draft, the 6th pick for Julius, and he will select for Red Bull Racing, and from the Ukraine it is Avesta Gobadi who is the next driver to join Julius Gassner. Julius, of course, racing for the Mercedes team alongside Cam Duggan last season. He will join one of FVR's top race winners in the form of Avesta Gobadi for next season. Avesta Gobadi, a very quick driver indeed, but one who maybe has lacked consistency from time and time again. But he's one who wants to succeed in Formula Virtual Racing, and he's one who wants to do so alongside Julius Gassner. Let's see how Zab was reacting to it. Red Bull with Avesta. And I don't think I also don't think Leroy knows that Tyler isn't a driver this season. Tyler was actually someone's first draft pick as well, by the way. He's not a driver this season. Now, bit of a unique scenario here with this one. You may have seen in our draft lottery machine video that Daniel Holland was expected to take the 7th pick. Daniel has forgone his pick, and he will not pick a driver now. He will not take part in the draft until the last pick in the draft. So he has chosen not to select one of the drivers and to have basically the order of his fate remain. So Daniel Holland was gifted the 7th pick in the draft lottery. He will choose not to take it. You can do that. You can go to the back of the queue. He will choose not to take that pick. So the Norwegian or Danish driver, he's one or the other, will choose not to take this pick, meaning Tim Wentink will be bumped up to the 7th pick. So Tim Wentink is the man who will be choosing next in the draft, not Daniel Holland. So with the 7th pick in the Season 13 FVR driver draft, Tim Wentink, upon his return, selects fellow Dutchman for Haas, Boer Bioen. Boer returns to his team that he got on so successfully with. Didn't quite win any championships. Went off to McLaren and won a championship alongside Luke Davies. But he will return to Haas alongside Tim Wentink. It is an all Haas lineup for those drivers. Tim Den Heijer. No, Tim Wentink. when I was doing the draft lottery, I typed out Tim Den Hire as well instead of Tim Wenting. I'm not used to Tim Wenting racing in FVR. It's great to have him back. The man who won the Season 3 British Grand Prix returns to try and win the Season 13 British Grand Prix. Great to have Tim Wenting back with us. Let's see the chat reaction to that one. Tim Wenting got bumped and doesn't like the Haas selection. As, yeah. Invest asking, can he change his car? No. No, you cannot. That's the look of the draft, folks. I'm afraid that's how it works. That is how the cookie crumbles. We'll be back in a second, folks.
Luke Davies, in an unbelievable fashion, wins his second career Monaco Grand Prix. Luke Davies takes it again in star-studded and dramatic fashion.
Maybe it's my own fault. Maybe I led you to believe my highlights started on the podium and not in practice.
The legend Rosenberg is a 4-time champion of the world.
Maybe I made you think that every race I did, I won.
2 litres in the tank for legend Rosenberg, rounding for the final corner. Does the greatest to ever do it? I don't know if he doesn't. Scots and David steals it at the yard of bricks.
Maybe it's my fault that you think I'm unbeatable. Maybe I led you to believe that championships were given to me and not something I worked for every single day. Maybe I destroyed the league, or maybe you're just making excuses. Maybe you can beat me. Come and try.
Welcome back to the FVR Draft, folks. If you want to beat Legend Rosenberg, you can do so by signing up in our Discord today. Make sure you get in. If you want to check out some fabulous FVR t-shirts, can you see this? Yeah. Want to check out some no, this side I need. No, this side I need. I forget cameras are inverted all the time. If you want to get some fabulous FVR merch like this, you can. Thanks to our partners, Simulus Clothing, that is available in our Discord server as well, or you can just check out Simulus Clothing. Let's continue on then to the 8th pick in the FVR draft, and it is a rookie who is making this pick. Clara Setchel will be making the 8th pick in the draft, and with that 8th pick in the Season 13 FVR draft, Clara Setchel selects for Alpine and from the Republic of Ireland. It is Connor Rochford who will be joining Setchel, Rookie of the Season. Connor Rochford in Season 12, the man who wanted to win a race but couldn't quite do so, but certainly impressed upon his debut. Clara Setchel will be blessed with some fabulous Wexford Strawberries next season, and Connor will be racing for Alpine. He, of course, won the Constructors' Championship last season with Red Bull quite convincingly with Legend Rosenberg, and looks to continue that strong form. An excellent job by Connor last season. That means that's the next pick in then, and it will be the 9th pick in the draft, Yathan Panguru. Remember, that's because Daniel bumped down my face camera. I'm trying to stare into it and present, but it is glitching like mad. Before we get to that next pick, let's have a look at the stream chat. People wondering who a rookie is. Well, they're all going to hope to change. Luke, stating the obvious, as always. Luke Davies, what would we do without him, in all honesty? What would I do without him, in all honesty? He does help out a lot in Formula Virtual Racing. So, just shout out to Luke Davies. People will hate me for doing that, but shout out to Luke Davies. Onwards and upwards then with the next pick in the Formula Virtual Racing Draft. The 9th pick, Yathan Panguru, is going to select for Kick Sauber. And from the Netherlands, Leroy Van Schendel. He looks a lot like a Valtteri Bottas in that photo, but Leroy Van Schendel will be racing alongside Yafan Panguru for the next season of Formula Virtual Racing. Leroy, a man who has been involved in many a team, traditionally associated with Aston Martin. He is a one-time race winner, crossed the line in first twice, but has only given one win due to penalty removals. But Leroy is a man to watch. And then, of course, that means with the final pick, it'll be Daniel Holland's foregone pick that will be sent to the back. And with that, he will select the British driver, who used to race under a New Zealand licence. Potentially something to do with the fact he's a Marcus Armstrong fanboy. But for Aston Martin Coughlin, it will be Nathan Marriott. The man behind the genius that is the FVR GT Championship, Nathan Marriott, will become Fernando Alonso and will join Daniel Holland for this season. So that's the 10 picks, folks. That is the 10 drivers that will be racing this season in Formula Virtual Racing. Let's run you through them one more time then. So there's Sam Fate and Legend Rosenberg in Scuderia Ferrari. It'll be Morris Stumer and Liam Hausman for Visa Cash App Red Bull Racing. Jake Marsh and Can Duggar will be racing for Mercedes. Double world champion Luke Davies will join Niels Hartl in McLaren. Adrian Tushy will team up with Tim Denhire for the next season in Williams Racing, looking to try bring Williams their first world championship. Julius Gassner selects Avesta Gobani for Red Bull Racing. Tim Wentink will team up with fellow Dutchman Bob Bune for Haas. Rookie Clara Setchel will team up with last season's rookie of the season, I should say, Conor Rochford for Alpine. Yafan Panguru will select one-time race winner Leroy Van Schendel. And Daniel Holland's foregone pick will see him choose Nathan Marriott. So, an excellent draft indeed, an excellent driver name. It's put together with some historic teams, as you can just see. One more, I'll click through them because I have to close them all to get my face back. But an excellent job indeed by all in terms of the draft. Another great draft indeed. We'll give you one more look at the calendar before we close off the broadcast here. It is Belgium, Italy, Saudi Arabia, Brazil, Monaco, Australia, Miami, Britain, Austria and Abu Dhabi. Let's get one more look at the chat, as Avesta is now offering $500 to whoever switches team with them. We banned drivers in the past for that, so don't do that. Zauber wondering, can we do an interview? Luke saying, why did no one pick Red Bull? Well, the funny story with that is Avesta put Red Bull as his first pick. I created this whole broadcast from start to finish this afternoon, and then Legend texted me at about 5:30 saying, oh, I was joking with Red Bull. That was too late, Avesta. I have the screenshots. But it's great to hear from all you guys in the stream chat. The draft is one of the best streams of the year, and I'm so glad it went well, so glad you all enjoyed it. Please make sure to subscribe to the FVR YouTube channel if you did enjoy tonight's FVR draft, and if you'd like us to do more unique things like this in the future. The draft lottery machine provided a very good lineup, and we now have a very good lineup of teams to follow. A big thanks to all for watching. A big thanks to Simulus Clothing for providing us with some fabulous t-shirts such as this one. And folks, remember, this weekend, 8 o'clock British summertime, 9 o'clock Central European summertime, and then -5, 6 or 7 hours for your American time zones to check out the opening round of the Formula Virtual Racing Season 13 Championship live from Spa-Francorchamps. My name has been Evan Dalton. It's an absolute pleasure to bring you tonight's draft. As always, we'll leave you with a couple of FVR adverts. Remember, if you want to race as a reserve, it's never too late to do so. You can sign up in our Discord server. Stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Luke Davies, in an unbelievable fashion, wins his second career Monaco Grand Prix. Luke Davies takes it again in star-studded and dramatic fashion.
Maybe it's my own fault. Maybe I led you to believe my highlights started on the podium and not in practice.
The Legend Rosenberg is a 4-time champion of the world.
Maybe I made you think that every race I did, I won.
2 litres in the tank for Legend Rosenberg, rounding through the final corner. Does the greatest to ever do it, but if he doesn't, Scots and David steals it at the yard of bricks.
Maybe it's my fault that you think I'm unbeatable. Maybe I led you to believe that championships were given to me and not something I worked for every single day. Maybe I destroyed the league, or maybe you're just making excuses. Maybe you can beat me. Come and try.